Hi, assalamu alaikum everybody. So one of my friends requested that I do a hijab tutorial. So today I'm going to show you two different kinds that I do. One is more of my simple everyday kind of hijab, and then the other one is for special occasions if I want to get all blinged out, crazy camel hump going and everything like that. For my normal scarf, I'm going to be using my favorite scarf. This just embodies my complete essence of a human being, something or other. It's black and gray and cheetah, and everything perfect is in this scarf right here for me. This is just a regular rectangle scarf. Got it at Walmart for $5. Can't beat it. And first of all, I'm going to show you the supplies I'm going to use. This is just on me for coverage. Not needed. This is my under cap. It is a tube. I used to use the like tie backs or other different things, but I found that the tube is just more comfortable, it's more breathable. And for my next hijab, I've got a volumizer. It's a homemade loofah volumizer actually, and one day I will make a tutorial on how to make these, because they are like really expensive to buy, and plus it's fun to make. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with a loofah. So yeah, when you wear a tube, it's easy to just stick the volumizer on, whereas if you've got something that ties in the back or something, it's impossible. So let's get started. I have seen a lot of hijabis use like a straight pin. I don't know if you can see that or not. I have a lot of these, but I don't like to use them a lot because I don't know if it's the shape of my head or what, but they like to fall out a lot. So mostly what I use are these little clips here. I've got these bigger ones and then these smaller ones here. I got them at a store called Glitter. They were in a package, not for sure, I think maybe of 24 for just $1. Really good, really sturdy, they last a long time. Basically they're just little girl hair clips. And then of course you have your regular hijab pins. These are better than safety pins. A lot of hijabis, they will use safety pins just starting out, and then it doesn't take long for you to realize that the safety pins actually snag your scarf because they get hooked in the ends and stuff, and then you have holy hijabs. So this is also where I keep it. This is actually a card box. Like I bought a set of like note cards at Walmart, and I loved the box so much that I kept it. I was like, I don't know what to put in it, but I'm obsessed with black and white polka dots. So I use it for all my clips for my hijabs. So here we go. Today we are going to start with the plain hijab. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put it on your head. You can go as far back or as forward as you want. Some girls like to put it in the very back. Some girls like to bring it all the way to front and do that. I don't. I like it just perfect right in there. And I'm trying to do this while I'm watching myself on my computer, so I'm kind of like going back and forth because it's backwards. So you want to make sure your one end is shorter, a lot shorter than the other. Okay? Now, I've seen a lot of girls just go like this, and that's fine, but I've noticed then you've got this little hole kind of spot here. So what I do is I take it and I twist it in. And another thing too, ladies, seriously, wallahi, pin it up here, because if you pin it down here, then you're gonna have your two chin popping out, and let's just face it, two chins are not nice to look at, even though we all have them. It's just, yeah, not pleasant. Okay, so now I just took my little clip and clipped on the inside instead of the outside, because the inside, if you have it on the outside, you just see it. Now, what I do is I start with my long end. I make sure that it's pulled back, and then I just drape it around. And I pull it down over my chest, because Just personal beliefs. I believe that your chest should be covered. A lot of girls like to tuck it in their shirt and stuff, which it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because even though your hair is covered, your tatas are like fully exposed, and wow, when then the guys would rather look at those than your hair anyway, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Sorry, but it does. Okay, now you can use your straight pins, your hijab pins, whatever you got. I personally, these are just my favorite to use, because if you just take it under, I take this part, and then I also, let me see if I take this part that I've draped on my head, I go under, and I clip those together, and voila, you can't see it. Now to get my volume, I just kind of pull it up a little bit. That's all I do to get the volume. And then, you know, make sure it's hanging down in the back the way you like. Excuse me. Now, to keep it secure, you can use your straight pins, but see, just like when I do that, I find that, like, when I use straight pins, it makes little dents. So what I do is I take my hijab pin, and I just come in the back of all my ripply pleats here, and I get through the scarf and the undercap and just pin it together. Then, for secure reasons, I take another clip and I go under and I pin this part to my scarf, or to my shirt, sorry. And that's the first look. So for the number 2 look, this is going to be the even more full or more bumped up hijab that most girls like myself go crazy for. As you can see, I have switched my cap. This is kind of like a dusty slash burnt rose kind of color, and this is actually my newest scarf. Just got it yesterday, have not worn it yet, so I'm super excited to do this part of the tutorial. I also have in my volumizer, my homemade loofah volumizer, which you can see brings whole bunches of volume. This is your regular sized loofah. I will admit it's a bit big, so your best option is to actually go like in Walmart, where they have the travel size shampoos and stuff. I would go there and try to find like one of the smaller versions. That's probably the best size to get. This, I'm actually going to incorporate 2 different kinds of lace, and as you can see, these are not wide at all. So I will show you what I plan on doing with these. This one here, you're just going to put it on your head. Now this you will want to use your straight pins for. So on your shorter side here, just pin it down to make sure that it stays. And you want to pin it back just far enough to where you can still see that you've got this other one on too. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can start wrapping it and then put your other scarf over, or you could take your scarf, I keep getting backwards because I'm looking at myself in my computer, or you could take your scarf, okay, and then go with your lace on the outside. I personally think it's going to look better if we start with the lace first. So just to make sure everything's even, no bubbles or anything down here, and you're just gonna kind of go like this. Just make sure you have enough on this side. Pull and stretch, and just, this is basically just a messy, fluffy hijab kind of situation. Okay? But because it's not long enough here, that's why I have 2. And you definitely want to make sure that the colors match your scarf too, or else it's going to look really weird. Alright, so this, and see this, I still have a tag on that one. This you want to bring over same way. I don't have another one of those pins with me, so I'm just going to not pin this actually, but right here you would want to pin it, and probably over here try to pin it a little more too. And just kind of get under it and let the pink stand out as best as you can. And then you can let that go in the back if you want. This probably looks really messy. This is actually my first time doing this particular scarf because, like I said, I just got this pink one yesterday. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, now to finish wrapping your actual scarf, okay, now you're going to go over here. And you're just going to make sure everything gets lined up, everything looks good. If you don't like a certain thing, you can tuck, you can pull out, you can do whatever. If you need to, you can kind of take this and pin it up, put an extra little pin in, whatever you want to do. Now you would take your pin here and same thing, pin it underneath. Well, that really didn't stay underneath, but you get the idea. If you just play with it and use your straight pins too, then that'll be good. Take your hijab pin and just really jam it in there. Now, see, now you can see that one. You got to be real careful with the volumizer, because if you try to pin your scarf down, it's going to get in the way. You have to hide it as best as you can. Okay, so normally with my scarves I would, you know, wear a brooch, you know, somewhere, and I even got this one out because I thought this one would kind of match with it. But because this is such a huge scarf, what I decided to do is wear a flower. And I usually, when I wear my flowers, I don't like to wear them down here. I do like to wear them up here. You can wear it on this side, however, the side that you pin your hijab on, it looks the best. So if you just do it together, and voila, there is your fancy full hijab, complete with lace and flowers and everything girly. I think I'm going to call this one Pink Goddess. I don't know. Anyway, that is my hijab tutorial, and I wanted to show you guys one more thing. Where did I put that stuff? This is actually my newest idea I got from a Facebook photo that a friend posted. I went out and bought some fancy hangers, which I'll show you in a minute, and I got clear shower curtain rings. So what I'm going to do is just put my scarf on here like so, pull it through. This is the hardest part because you got to keep the hook open too while you do this. Kind of do like the tie look with your scarf here. I'll show you. I hope you guys can see me. Okay, here is my hanger. Actually, these, I got 5 of these at Walmart for $2.50. You can see it's really pretty gray color, and they're all color coordinated in my closet and stuff. This is my animal print slash polka dot one. So anyway, you have your hook open, slide it in, snap the hook, and there you go. Your scarves are organized. I did have them all folded in a drawer, but this looks so much more organized. Anyway, these are my 2 hijab tutorials. Hope you like them. If you do, please hit like and subscribe, and I will try to do more as soon as I get more ideas. Also, I want to give a shout out to all my YouTubers who are at VidCon right now. I hope you're having fun, and hopefully I can see you all next year. Anyway, that is all from here. Mwah. Toodles!